Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June, early July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always. Start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic and grand, all that good stuff. We're going to shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you. Talk to you, my guides. Yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end of the reading, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But here we go. Let's rock. Let's see what we got for Leo here in late June, early July. We're getting very close to Leo season, my friends. Oh, we got some High Priestess energy right here in the front. It's always interesting to me when she shows up because it could be so many different things. It's all about being connected to those unseen energies when I see her. Lots of layers to this type of vibe to lead off a reading. Now, before we fully go into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this wise, elegant woman. She is standing in front of a crystal ball. There's a lockbox next to her. So this does talk about her having access to some knowledge that is not quite out there, hidden, esoteric knowledge. Of course, this also implies High Priestess energy, the psychic, intuitive, subtle energies. So when we see this, it could be your intuition. Like, you might be very much keyed in or sensitive to energies in this time. Even if you always are, it might be ramped up a little bit. Spirit could be asking you to connect with your intuition in some sort of way. Like, do you know what you're doing? Is this right? Is this wrong? You know the answer within yourself when this High Priestess shows up. She is also connecting to water signs as well, so you might be going through situations with water signs. But to me, this is a card that could also be in the shadows sometimes as well. So the unseen, the hidden, the unexpected. So I really want to see if this manifests within the reading itself. Could be just a big interest in the spiritual side of life. Okay, but energies might be affecting you in ways that you don't normally experience when she shows up. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. So shuffle it up here for Leo right away. My God, so what do we got for my beautiful friends here? So, while we shuffle, I'll just talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Frustrating Talk, and it seems like communication has been a big thread in recent weeks and months for the Leo readings. So I'm hoping you weren't feeling like you're talking to the wall in any certain sense, but it did feel like you trying to get your point across and someone just not picking up what you're putting down or talking about frustrating things. It wasn't the smoothest energy, but yeah, such is life, right? Let's see what we have for you this week. It might be much smoother. And as you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, right? Because it might be your vibe, it might be someone else's. Everyone's story is different. Let's get you 3 cards. What do we got for Leo here? Late June, early July. Thank you. Okay, so we're starting off with a bang. We're starting off with some action. This is a positive card. We got the Fool in position number 1. I like that. Aries vibes, more fire energy, which you are comfortable with. Let's get 2 more, then we'll really start putting this together. I always like to start with action in a reading, so I feel like this is good. Depending. It all depends on what surrounds it, right? Thank you. 3 cups, more happiness. Okay, we got the 3 of cups, merriment, celebration, beautiful energy generally. Let's get you 1 more out here. We'll start really putting the pieces of this puzzle together. Thank you. All right, yeah, here's this little hidden, this unexpected energy on the back end with the 2 of Swords. So yeah, we might have a little bit of a mixed bag here, Leo. It's all good though. Let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy, intuitive stuff going. Now, at first look, first glance, like I was saying, seems very positive right here on the front end. We have that mystery that we were seeing with the High Priestess. Another thing that I want to mention is that low numbers. The Fool is the first card in the deck. We have a 2, we have a 3. So this could be speaking about something new or the beginning of a journey that could be coming in for a lot of you. But let's go through one by one. We have a different elemental mix as well. We got fire, water, air. So this could be different parts of life. But position number 1, we have the Fool. the hero of the tarot journey, right? So Aries energy might be connected one. I already mentioned that a little earlier. This is an optimistic card, a forward momentum card, going to get it, making that leap of faith, starting something off with a bang. Usually very good. It's all about that action, new beginning, new venture. There are cautions with this card as well. It could be Spirit asking you to watch your step. Don't be too spontaneous, because you always see the Fool. It's about to walk off that cliff. So just keep your head on a swivel when this card shows up. Yes, move forward with optimism. Just, yeah, be a little cautious, right? I'm a fire sign myself. I totally get it. When we want to do something, when there's something we want to get, we're full steam ahead, right? Just like this Fool card. So we'll come back to this. I do feel like it has more of a happier energy because we're starting with a bang. So there could be something new coming in that starts off like rather quickly. Lots of leaps and gains very quick. In the center, we have the Three of Cups. This card gets a bit of a bad reputation. Now, I always say every card has a positive and it has challenges. So let's talk about both. The Three of Cups, positives. This is a card of celebration, happiness, and merriment. So this could be indicative of celebrating a win or a victory of some sort. I really like this energy. The rougher side of it, it could represent group situations that are a little sloppy. There's a lot of emotion rolling here. This card could represent people that party it up a little too much, throw some back, you know what I mean? Like a little too much. It's overindulgent sometimes. But the clarifiers are really important here. I'm not going to give it a negative meaning if I'm not feeling it just yet. So this could be some sort of celebration for a lot of Leos. So we're looking good so far. Now, as we get to the back end, we got the Two of Swords. Classically, this all twos in tarot could represent a decision, a choice, being at a crossroads in life. Do I go left? Do I go right? Which way do I go? This one could sometimes represent confusion, mental fog, things like that. I don't want to say anxiety and stuff like that, but a big vibe I always get with this card, aside from those things, is just the unseen, not knowing what's coming up right next or what's right around the corner. Could it be tied into all this positivity? Absolutely. But with the unexpected, surprising energy, we're really going to need to clarify this towards the back end of the reading, because we want to see what could be coming down the pipeline, because with all this positivity, we don't want like an unexpected switch of energy on the back end. But I don't feel much confusion. I mean, unless some of you are at a crossroads or needing to make a choice, a decision, or a move, and you're just unsure, like, do I do this? Do I do that? But let's see how it all unravels throughout the reading. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Leos, please, my guides and spirit team. What do we got for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Fool card. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Leo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Fool time. What's it about? Why is that Fool here? What are we starting off with? Thank you. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who has some plan. Okay, if not you, somebody else. It's like, all right, yeah, no, this is going to go good. I'm going to make this happen. We're going to do this. We're going to jump in. We got the Four of Cups in the upright underneath the Fool. Generally a card of the mental realm, thinking. Sometimes, yes, it could be overthinking, but there is somebody, I don't want to say hatching a plan. I don't want to sound ominous or anything like that. But if you are planning to make a move of some sort or take a leap or start a new chapter, you might already have it conceptualized and planned out in your mind when I see this, right? Knowing what route you want to go, knowing which direction you want to move in. The Four of Cups could also be Spirit asking you not to get too trapped up in your head. Like, yes, you could manifest it, you could think about it, you could plan it out, but you need to embody this Fool energy right here. Don't just think about it, be about it. So it's like the thought, the planning, but also the action, like make that move, take that jump. We could be seeing some impending action, like some action about to pop off, like somebody getting ready, revving up to make a move. Okay, so we'll see how it all plays out as we move through the reading. It doesn't feel negative. I'm not trying to sound ominous or anything like that, but this is somebody like really dotting the I's and crossing the T's mentally before making that push. That's a big vibe I'm picking up right here. but it feels good. Some of you might just be manifesting, right? Purposefully manifesting, visualizing, trying to draw it to you. But once again, you can't just think about it. You got to be about it. Meet the spirit halfway. We're going to go in on that Three of Cups. For a portion of you, if we're looking at it solely in a love sense, which you know me, I'm not just a love reader. This could be somebody really wanting to kick it off with you in that realm. Like thinking about you, wanting to get it started. So take from that what you will. Obviously, it doesn't have to be that. I just felt that message and wanted to say it. So let's go in on that Three of Cups. I really want to get over to the Two of Swords. I feel like that's going to be intriguing. So why is that Three of Cups here for Leo? Thank you. Okay, yeah, repeating numbers. We have the Two of Wands in reverse with the Three of Cups. Yeah, something could go away that you didn't plan it, but it's for the best. So it's interesting because we have the Two of Wands here in reverse. I was saying somebody trying to plan something out, how it's going to go, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. There's a curveball energy here with the Two of Wands in reverse. Once again, it's a card of action, making a move, but there is some sort of unplanned aspect to this win or victory or something going way better than you think, right? It's like when you plan for A, but you get B, and B is way better than you thought it would have been. Like it's one of those. Okay, where it's not the result you had envisioned, but it's like way good. Like that's just the vibe I'm picking up. Also the repeating twos, the low numbers, it's all over the place. But yeah, when I get the Two of Wands in reverse, to me, that is unplanned. Okay, unplanned success, unplanned wins, victories, all that good stuff. And we'll see how it plays out when we get to that Two of Swords, because we could be getting some sort of reveal. Okay, but the Two of Wands in reverse is a nice energy in this specific sense. That's what I'll say. So we have all sorts of different suits and energy showing up. We do have the repeating twos though. So Spirit could be really trying to speak to you through number signs, synchronicities, things like that. So we have the planned, we have the unplanned, or something like going differently than you had imagined. And that's just what I'm feeling here. Let's go in on that Two of Swords, but not a bad result either way. So let's go on in on that Two of Swords. It could also be like if you're not creating your own path, your own happiness, you're going to become part of someone else's plan. So like if you're not making your own plan, you're going to be part of someone else's plan. Take that if it hits. I mean, that just popped up. I felt like I needed to say it. So why is the Two of Swords here? Then we'll do our recap for the shadow card. What's that Two of Swords about? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. I mean, in the upright, pardon me. Five of Pentacles could be a card of like someone you're connected to that's feeling lonely. That could be someone with some abandonment issues, feeling like they've been left out for some reason, or they're out in the cold. When I see it underneath this Two of Swords, like I'm feeling a big coin flip here. There might be a situation you're going through where it could go really, really good, or it could go off the rails. It's kind of up in the air, okay? Like, for a portion of you, I feel like this isn't a lot of the Leo energy. This could be someone that's like really hurting, really going through one, but they're not trying to show anybody. Like they're trying to hide it. They're trying to mask it. Okay, that's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Like someone's not going to show you how much something is affecting them. Okay, beware of money issues as well when this card shows up, like overspending. Make sure you're budgeting and stuff like that. Work issues could fly a little off the rail as well. But when I see this on the back end, it's somebody super affected by something and they're trying their best not to show it. They're trying to mask it. They're hiding it. But there is some sort of pain here. So it's such an interesting mixture of energy because we have such positivity here on the front end. Good things, but there's someone who's not really buying into that energy, or this energy is just sticking around. Lots of unexpected or unplanned energy as well. Let's go through and do a quick recap because there's a lot of stuff happening here. Only take what hits for you. But position number one, we have the Fool card and the Four of Cups. To me, this did feel like somebody in plan mode. Okay, so it's complete opposite to what we have here in the center, but somebody dotting the I's, crossing the T's, thinking about their plan of attack or how they're going to move forward. This new venture, this new chapter, whatever it might be, we're going to make it happen. A lot of you could be in just straight up manifestation mode. But another vibe I was picking up here is like, don't just think about it, be about it. Don't just visualize it, make action to make something happen if you want it. This could also represent somebody thinking about making a move towards you romantically. Moving to the center, we have the Three of Cups with the Two of Wands in reverse. Notice we have repeating numbers, lots of low numbers here as well, Leo. But the Three of Cups and the Two of Wands in reverse is like, yeah, something not going according to plan, but it's way better than you think. So this could be an unplanned win or a surprising win of some sort, where it may not be what you visualized, it may not be exactly how you planned it, but the end result is something to be celebrated, something very happy. So like an unplanned win. Moving to the back end though, we have an energy that is not quite buying into all this positivity we have in the front end. We have the Two of Swords with the Five of Pentacles. Watch out for work situations, watch out for overspending or money things. But to me, this did feel like somebody in pain, possibly feeling left out or abandoned in some sort of way, but they're trying not to show how much they're affected. So there is a little pain here. There might be someone around you masking in some sort of way. So Leo, please take a screenshot. I'm gonna get you one shadow card here. Interesting reading. Obviously only take what's yours, but let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. What do we got in the shadows? And yeah, I always like to pull this shadow card at the very end. I think it's a nice introspective way to end off every reading. So let's see what's in the shadows for Leo, please. Yeah, the deck wants to talk to you. It's jumping all over the place. So what's up with Leo in the shadows? And it is the Shadowland Tarot. Very interesting imagery here in this deck. So let's see what we got for you. Thank you. Okay, a card of self-confidence showing up in the shadows here, Leo. And I do know out of all the signs, Leos are very capable individuals. They are not a sign that lacks confidence generally, right? Like, we're all human. Sometimes we're more confident than we are not. But the Queen of Wands could speak about how one views themselves as well. So there might be some shadows in connection to like how you view yourself or your self-confidence showing up here. Okay, if not, it could just be a fire sign that you have a history with that's showing up in the shadows. But when I see the Queen of Wands, I think of how someone views themselves and how confident they are in their own abilities. So maybe there have been times in the past where you were not feeling too high on your own capabilities or just how you view yourself. I would say when this card shows up, be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yes, have confidence. Maybe don't be too overly confident when she shows up in the shadows, but just be kind to yourself. That's the big takeaway I'm picking up from her. Okay, like cut yourself some slack. So yeah, Leo, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.